これは何でしょうか。これnext later to a transport modeling Tubon simulation the LSD union description 本日は2013年の11日でございます。Schedule and the model increase also has been developed. Good scaling between the also observed JT there is case Tubon simulates a peak region with the characterized spectrum on the position of the transport model project on the various levels. Summary efficient generate flux connected system from the realistic plasma equivalence calculated by the free boundary to degrade the channel conserver the major successfully implemented the local phase of flux accuracy of flux coordinate acceptable the Hammer bracket with the energy equivalent hand. The linear detailed survey ability to investigate the type of cell the plasma. But the plasma high speed difference from the connected equivalent using electron code has been corrected. High shape configuration shown the rates deriving transport and that the standard 8 alike. All this is due to strong generated zone flow achieved on the distribution scale. So this is the application on the simulation based transport model needed for analysis including multi-spatial scale stability analysis. Non-linear simulations constructing the detail-based transport model are progress. 続きまして Next a two-dimensional transport model in tokamak plasma development nuclear energy could investigate the background motivation model in two-dimensional two-transport summary. Background to motivation the core the helical plasma are strongly coupled with each other in tokamaks. The particular next flux for the core determines the behavior of the ferrite plasma while the rate determines the density temperature boundary condition on core plasma. Transport in core and the ferrite region have been the analysis special until recently owing to the difference of the modeling configuration includes the region on tokamaks. By using flux surface RNG transports one Boltzmann transport model based on the non-classical transport theory and Tubon transport theory in predictable region of tokamak. By the using of the simplified transport model transport to the problem a standard transport model based on Bragg unification Tubon transport theory. お仕事ないでしょうかね。インディレスコードフィールドトランスポートオンド仕事このコーデとこれお仕事依頼03599070までお電話ください。Temperature transport, quantity called transport located on the region. In case H mode plasma equation are not separated the edge region, since the plasma temperature within the K plasma begins really cool. The formula the consist of physical transport simulation two-dimensional transport model based on the non-classical transport theory and Tubon transport theory applicable both cases of radial region. With the formulation actually the two-dimensional transport of the physical region task transport task 2. Assumption of the coordinates assumption two-dimensional image equivalent several variation quantity of the two-dimensional reaction problems much sure that the alpha time scale, time dependent base vector, neural transport time scale, radial force balance, and transport time scale connect magnetic surface coordinates, actually magnetic field, emission transfer coordinate. We emission expensive spatial based combination vector consideration from periodic theory. Much fluid equation, fluid energy wasted, low length fluid difference high moment cause to H equation periodic total tensor. Modeling with continuous tensor, various tensor, cognitive tension, what is heat, what tension force, energy equivalent, also aid fragment force, velocity tensor, only physical velocity tensor are taken into account for velocity and heat velocity tensor, here's the rate time tensor for the magnetic curvature. And particular velocity tensor. This expression is equivalent, and this is here moment approaching the range equivalent of return flow. And 2D transport equivalent in tokamak, equivalent to particle transport, equation for the force balance, the radial direction of the sensor, time derivation real moment, and the lowest order real movement balance assumption in sample previous index equivalent to parallel moment transport in parallel direction versus for the parallel direction. 2D transport equation in tokamak. In the choice toward the direction, version for the toward the direction, equation internal energy transport, where internal resource energy, and pressure heating due to parallel burst. 2D transport equation in tokamak. Equation for the force balance radius direction, or equation for the parallel total flux potential with the intentional balance for the parallel direction for the region as equation for the total health transport where the initial velocity force toward the direction defined as KITP で英語の発音の勉強、英語の勉強です。リアルコンベンションではノンクラシカルトランスポートモード、flux average parallel force and E double force balance up to 0 sigma delta. Equivalent term for the inside local flux surface with the total angular frequency for the quarter rotation parallel flow. For the equivalent time flow, parallel velocity tensor equivalent time flow. Equivalent conventional non-local transform model flux average for the equivalent. これ著作権侵害してますけど、また違うものに加工してるから僕はいいと思います。イメージそう、これでローテーションかなのが逆にこれをまた僕の動画を違うのに加工してました。equivalent for the rotation of the classical theory. Electromagnetic equation from the evolution equation for the Gauss law, evolution equation. コードでなんかニュースでもスライドが出てます。スタート、グリッドタイムレボリューション、アルゴリズム、コンピューターステップ、グリッドグレンジャー、キブルのクラステップ、グラスがするタイムレボリューション、ゲットバイオ、キブルのカルケーションステップ、同じくこのレレーション、このドン、そう、グリッドコンピューター。Complex grid construction, magnetic system, regression grid property for time two-dimensional transport analysis, good separation of the parallel and the parallel flux. Flux on the regression grid whose slide parallel physical axis MHD space, healthy structure and become gradual final gauge the high frequency radial wave on the radial gauge which age changes grid structure. Healthy grid image implies example of grid construction. Example of grid construction for the winter configuration. Healthy grids generator cylindrical coordinate, number of elements. Coordinate number of radial partition, number of vertical partition, practical region, number of radial partition, vertical partition. The concept of grid simulation now. Simulation grid coordination, so previous domain concept H is domain difference mapping function for different system, conditional between the separate condition to the ground. Separation of transfer equivalents also given the equation similar advanced define equation. This system is finite element method. Also separate the scheme of the element type separate the way the unity as time element scheme for full embroidery non-linear calculated scheme fragmentation matrix parallel server internal mode server element players. Summary and further work. From a set of exploratory required for the 2D transfer modeling and to come phase as a wind 2D transfer equivalents have been developed for the magical regression with the non-classical velocity MSC. The non-classical velocity heat velocity has been extended in order applicable in the open field region outside the laser cross flux surface. Further work development two-dimensional transport task T2 and modern T2 high flux transport due to electrical field with baxial condition transport theory. With the further transport with the linear configuration, the fluid step direction configuration. Physical simulation, the area transformation, modulation, the transmission, the animation of the hero, the method, the improvement configuration, present, the linear simulation, triple, the dimension, the simulation, transition, motivation, particle, injection, fluid, configuration, information, particle, injection, enhance, helixing, control, front, and transform, which particle injection, flow, motivation, technique, improvement, method, same hair, examining, tubular, this is improvement through the critical phenomenon, expansion under the physical simulation, the addition, the conversion, the transmission. Also, previous on the practical injection, the social injection, then the transmission trigger standard and lateral injection hold for the strong some of this the PC model for the near H. A good handle is the transition trigger project from a region step near H. Model one-dimensional radiation transport modeling and physical presence, physical radiation model, model, local radiation model, the simulation boundary condition of the vehicle and the human social interaction flex boundary, actual model. First principle simulation have a reproduce or for LH transition. This description on the 1D model 1. Previous model can children on the animal for the definition of the 1D model transformer model, pressure density, and pressure verification for the dynamic system and local limits model for radius and local vertical model for its project of the EM. Several methods a case of standard LH transition. Model study transition. Temporary transform aberration strong element. Non extended regional phase the concept as the diagonal useful but not going to take on the transition stress flow can be extended fast. I imagine a scenario for LH transition increasing children, and driven increasing lane moving for children and couple growth. And children transition useful parameter transition for hydrogen. Extended average particle injection in prone and parameter particle injection tested the parameter injection, the pressure particle injection. In blue, as a couple injection. Limitation of model specific injection, non-aberration, simulation, the time decrease reaction, analysis, actual representation. Model capture time decrease replication, price transform dynamic source, asymmetric toroidal fluid. Given model include possible anhit direction, rotation. General need separate evaluation, ion electron heating, along the behavior. Model relation between the heating transport and asymmetry. Model studied compression conscious case the injection trigger. Communication trigger demonstrates component condition case injection subject state, indicate tablet coupling, special injection the subsequent state, multiple tubular transform. Case injection trigger LH transition, LH transition. And tubular balance, quick injection single leverage, injection healing. When it's a dependent injection dependent oscillate the time dependence on the injection diameter oscillates enhanced. The less energy the same classical tubular class where transition depth of compression of magnitude. In case with stronger transition, in case of weaker transition, no transition case exercise dimension illustration appearance evidence that role of transition. Fiction hinges of cases of strong signal injection for the stable state can trigger transmission tubular collapse, transition collapse with tubular turbulence to form a transmission ramp. A case sequence revolution injection subsequent state can sustain tubular collapse. Simulation H mode, simulation on tubular collapse is no current. Reason strong injection can trigger transition collapse with subcritical regime. Referential sequence injection can be sustained subsequent tubular collapse with relevant simulation H mode. The simulation injection can be enhanced efficiency HML fraction control AC fraction control. Content test computer time evolution, tubular normalization network, simultaneous simulation reading to termination of repeat. This is how original has run foundation simulation transfer take the parameter differential transport. So the force of original spontaneous transmission strip on the brain or active transmission bill. Demonstrates revenge form extension of the schema of ready transmission transport. Injection direction transition speed. We can find the ground and find the evolution defined condition. Giving no key test computer model of weak injection for the non-injection for the following such injection static injection significant difference injection particle again trigger transition. Conclude subsequent transition can include occasion for the breaking of such binding include transition. Consider the contribution of the transition the critical enhancement for the stable transition appear to the hardware injection formula for the H. Medication bread content forward subsequent injection can be included chamber on the collapse of which relax back to the L model. However, this injection certain remove H model state. Bursts of simulation, the random solid and high energy electron formulation. Nishimura, Space Plasma Science, National Taiwan, Defense of Gun Workshop. Outline elaboration of this simulation chain and the kernel of the basis of the scheme, no maximum distribution function and the dump to keeping the distribution function is taking the element form of the high energy treated friends regular sort of physics. Electrolytic simulation elevation rates as considered randy for phase space as the person of the normalized by the human weight. For the two elements of the numerical schema as finally was a equivalent to weight fact. This is simulation process with the volume in nature. Creating a schema the basis of the method characteristic. It is not a differential matter. It is the distribution function along the characteristic curve. And the distribution is therefore point along the characteristic curve and certain elevation point the distribution of the window point between the match point and integral technique. Preliminary study with kinematic model, free simulation case, resting become analytic solution mechanical model. For example, initial coordinate of the simulation match the analytic solution. Here was your phone linear non-linear random dump is charge cannot ignore the field rate. Actual field dynamic abolish solving words and self-control direction and ramp dynamic linear function. We can show that the different number point is one show point. Okay, we enter the cap distribution function. Distribution given for the distribution magnetic impress natural distribution invention of regular screen computer with the electrical special layer screen and summary evolution function is the proof of normalized special layer by where the decisional layer modification function given by electrical field count electrical loops whereby the solver imagine part of the distribution ratio obtained we both as the solver part here. Taking the exact sum from the summer, some of the combination from the section results compare favorably with the analytical results. For the realistic on Langmuir sort of study, the much grading against innovation, the full approach.